Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Canes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. 886 bouncer. 886 bouncer. Now,
using his feet. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Going to try to get it himself. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Got it, looking for a first. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown,
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They believe they can run right here. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mensah. Looking for a deep man. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job on the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number 1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more select.
Makes the grab in their space. Oh, he got loose. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. The 20, 10, slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know.
Running free across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on. He's at the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. On the run, it's Edwards. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. Nice move to keep running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage, having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And you've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the run, it's Ford. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Canes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Mensah. Release to the back. Makes the grab. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point is good. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Sellers. Right side, it's Fox. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. This quarterback part of their running game. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Trying to get started. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground, it's Pringle. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Here's Mensa to throw. Out wide right, it's Lofton. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Now on first down from the 43. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Back's got it on the screen. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Unleashes one. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Here's Sellers to throw. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets past the marker. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. First and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Extending the play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He's going to run it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Turning it on. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Throwing, Sellers. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere, and you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Still looking. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. So now on comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's going to bring this one out. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns looking to push their record to 7-0. And you do that, you essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the American Conference.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Throwing, Mensah unloads it left. And the third down pass is knocked away by the knee.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
On the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sellers. Left side is Brown. There he goes. Brown and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Escapes the pressure going right. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Long way to go on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Quarterback keeper fights off a defender. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Stepping to the right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. At the 45, on his way. He'll try to take it back. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30. go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He'll take it himself. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Making the adjustment on the play. Buying time to his right. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Sellers. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Motion from the wideout. They're working that left side. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. And that last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a 1st down. That's how you do it.
Mensah. It's complete to the left. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on 1st. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. breaks into the... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Here's Mensah to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Right side, it's Edwards. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Scrambling to the left. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Good, strong tackle.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
Here on third down. Won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
He throws into the middle of the field. Makes a deep grab. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Edwards. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take points. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Throwing, Mensah. On the move. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Got him downfield. Right down the gut of the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Out wide right, it's Lofton. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Second down, going to throw it. Extending the play. He's going to take off. Great awareness, picks up the first down, and slides at the exact right moment. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Sells the run, looking to pass. Moves to his right. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. Mensah. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll go to the air. Fires left. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
From the gun. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's caught for the 2. 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick. and a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.